hear ye, brave souls and curious onlookers. Gather round as the fires of fate crackle and the drums of destiny thunder across the Iron Realm. Welcome to episode 58 of our ever-unfolding saga, an odyssey forged in courage, betrayal, and choices that could topple kingdoms. It all began with a single spark in episode 1, and now, that ember has become an inferno. If you've only just arrived, O wandering soul, fret not. You've stumbled into the eye of the storm, but the entire journey is preserved. Every sword clash, whispered secret, and divine reckoning, waiting for you to binge with abandon. Each Wednesday night, our fellowship gathers at the sacred table, where imagination reigns and dice defy gravity. From there, the tale is cast into the production dungeon, where tireless trolls shape it with hammer and flame. And come Sunday, it rises anew, polished and radiant, unleashed upon the world via YouTube for all to witness. But lo, our reach stretches further still. We've sown breadcrumbs across the digital wilds. Facebook, Instagram, the Iron Realms wiki, even the enchanted scrolls of Pinterest. Follow us, stalk us, meme us. We revel in it all. Now, before we descend into the abyss of tonight's tale, let us first honor the champions who will shape fate itself. When your name is called, rise from the shadows. Speak your first name, your character's name, their race, class, and level. Let the crowd know who dares challenge the Iron Realm tonight.
First up, we have Bradley.
Good evening, I am Bradley, and tonight I am playing Kingfisher Blue, a level 6 Aarakocra monk, way of the open talon. He's smarter than you, and you know it because you're smart too. Alphazar.
Next up, we have Rhea.
Hello, I am Rhea. I play Lominde, who is a level 5 elven rogue who is not quite who or what she claims to be.
Dun, dun, dun. Next up, we have David.
Hello, my name's David. I play Q, a level 7 halfling cleric, an angel of chaos who will just as likely kill you as heal you.
Next, we have Allison.
Hi, I'm Allison. I play Theo and Kat, a Kalashtar and Cat duo, rogues level 6, who love to confuse the heck out of the party by wondering, who are you talking to?
Next, we have Matt.
Hey guys, I am Matt, and I play Tolnar. He's a half-elf rogue thief, level 7.
Then we have John.
Hello, I'm John. I play Zechariah, a human paladin, 7th level, oath of devotion, completely and wholeheartedly devoted to the Alpha Bog. Alphazar!
Alphazar. And last but not least, I am Chris. I'm your humble dungeon master, your narrator, your tormentor, your guide through chaos and wonder. Unfortunately, we do have one member that is not with us tonight. We wish Lisa a healthy recovery. She is not feeling well. She plays Erin Stonefell, an elf paladin of the True Bog, Oath of Glory, level 5. Hope you feel better, Lisa.
Steel your hearts, ready your spells, and let the story unfold. Previously in the Iron Realm. Title: Whispers in the Dark, Screams in the Snow. With the town of Snow Valley still plagued by the undead horde, the adventurers confirmed their immediate objective: capture at least one of the 3 tieflings alive to gain answers about the growing vampire threat. Inside the nearby house, one vampire spawn remained a threat. Kingfisher Blue, exhausted of ki, initiated standard combat, striking out with his kintsugi talons. He missed both attacks, and Tolnar moved in, striking the final blow that ended the bloodied spawn. Lominde, needing bat fur and coal for a spell, rushed into the house. Kingfisher suggested he check his bowling bag, a dimensional space, for the components, and Tall Nar quickly agreed to help search the house. Kingfisher found remnants of bat fur, and Tall Nar collected a vial of charcoal along with an unexpected gift, a significant magic item he presented to Lominde, the assassin's belt, which adds +3 bonus to attacks. She accepted the items with a quick nod and raced back to the battle in the snow. There, Spawn Blue attacked Q and hit the halfling cleric. Q, attempting to look intimidating, moved around the church but failed to affect the enemy. Zechariah boldly closed on Spawn Mask, but in the rush, his black ice spear sank and became stuck deep into the creature's torso. Failing twice to pull the spear free from the hissing enemy, forced Zechariah into a desperate hand-to-hand combat. Erin Stone Fell immediately took action. Using her javelin of lightning, she hurled a line of crackling energy past Zechariah's position, targeting the cluster of enemies, and all 4 creatures in the line took damage. As the enchanted weapon returned to her hand, Erin didn't hesitate, launching it a second time, slamming lightning into the same group. Following up on her ranged assault, Erin closed the distance, rushing up to Mask. She used her shield to bash him, knocking him prone. The tieflings continued their chaotic combat across the meadow. Tiefling Purple moved in, attacking Spawn Green. Despite being shoved and knocked prone, Spawn Mask attempted a desperate missed bite. Relpek eyed the undead direwolf and announced, "I think we need to move into the fray," and ran toward the battle with his undead protector at his heels. Kingfisher, having cleared the house, flew out with grace and power. He used a dash flying speed and landed next to Relpek, declaring, "Let's kick some vampire spawn behind, shall we?" Lominde moved to the edge of the fight. Using the newly acquired arcane components, she cast Darkness, instantly creating a 15-foot dome of magical opaque shadow that engulfed 5 creatures, 3 vampire spawn and 2 tieflings, near the trees. Lominde whistled to draw a target out. Vampire Spawn Purple took the bait, but also provoked 2 attacks of opportunity from the tieflings still inside the inky gloom. The wounded spawn broke through the melee and the edge of the darkness right next to Lominde, who landed a critical hit. Tall Nar dashed toward the intensifying fight near Kingfisher Blue and Relpek, while Q rushed forward, swinging his cleaver at Mask for critical damage. Zechariah focused all his effort on his trapped weapon. Grabbing the black ice spear with both hands and bracing his boot against the vampire spawn's chest, he yanked it free and immediately stabbed the creature to death. "Sable Dawn! Sable Dawn! Now is the time to rise." As he cried out, other tieflings, all clad in black leather armor, their red skin stark against the snow, emerged from the surrounding buildings, armed with stakes and crossbows. Join us tonight for episode 58, as more dangers await our fellow adventurers in the ongoing saga of the Whispers of the Garnet Moon. Let's roll!
Good evening, fellow warriors.
Good evening.
Glad to see everyone.
That was a very long intro.
It was a very long intro.
We'd like to thank you for watching and wish all of our viewers a nice evening.
Just make sure you tip your waitress. Try the veal. It's we'll be here all week.
Tip the veal, try your waitress.
let's not get in any trouble.
Oh,
Too late.
Evening, warriors. We are at the very top of the next round of combat. As was mentioned, at the very end, one of the 3 tieflings in the snow yells out, Sable Dawn, it's time to rise. And as
now coming to the stage, it's Sable Dawn.
you see off in the distance from various buildings surrounding where you are, tieflings dressed in black leather armor.
That's how I remember her.
With red with red skin. In fact, I can actually show you what they look like. Sable Dawn. Show the flames. Show to everyone. And you should be able to see them. Very, very menacing.
Wow.
The three individuals that you have actually been fighting with or against are not clad the same way. They are actually they're in leather garments and their skin is red, but they are not wearing the same type of outfits that these other tieflings that have come out of the buildings are wearing. So, but that being said, we are at the top of the order, and because Kingfisher Blue, because you were actually the first person at the top of the order. I have been given a note from Erin that she and Frost, because of the action that's going on, want to get into the bowling bag.
Yes.
I'm being.
So, handling that. Previously, on Theo and Kat went into the bag, so I would like to. I'm going to open the bag and go. Theo, Kat, are you ready to come out? We have some more business to attend to out here.
I have like 5 more minutes. As you can see here, the Theo and Kat are kind of curled up against each other. The human is still asleep, and the cat who just spoke, obviously, is like very sleepy, and her fur is all crazy. Like they've just been sleeping this whole time.
Yes, it's very comfy in my cabin in there. All right. Well, when you're ready, make some tea and then come on out. But I'm sending in Aaron and the all right. You're about to have some company, so I gesture to Aaron Stonefell and the giant direwolf Frost, and of course Wibbly Wobbly. I open the entrance to the bag, and it expands large enough for Aaron and Frost to walk in, and then I close it back up. Put it back on my back and say, all right, we are ready now. And I'm sure Theo and Kat will join us momentarily. And I am hoping at one point to do a one shot of that scenario right there, because time stands still in the bag, so there'll be an adventure waiting later on for all of us, or at least not for all, for Allison and Lisa to complete in the bag. So, but that'll take place, and then we'll move on at some point. Suspension of disbelief and all that. Okay, so now it is my turn. I will scan the horizon and I will pat the great and erudite Relpec on the back and say, "All right, Relpec, my good man, who shall we kill next?"
Relpec looks over at you and is amazed, one, by the fact that the bag can expand so much that a dire wolf can get inside, let alone, it's just, he's just amazed. But he kind of lifts one finger and he looks over in the direction of the spawn blue and red and says, "I think they are next."
All right then. So I will. Which direction are they from me?
They are. I'll ping them. Ping, ping.
Okay. All right. I will. Death from above. Leap into the air. Swoop down, and attack. Whoops. There we are. That particular vampire spawn.
That's red.
Red. With a talon attack. Here it comes. 27 to hit. There we go. Now we're back on the spirit. And that does 7 points of damage. And then yet again a 15, barely, but just hits, correct?
15 or
15?
higher, yes.
Yes. 8 points of damage. So 15 points of damage to the general throat area. And then some discouraging words from the Alpha Bog and Audubon, my particular deity of choice in the Pantheon, wishing nothing but the very worst for this demon from Abaddon. Well, Officer.
All right. That brings up, let's see, Sable Dawn Purple. 3 that are in there. He is going to attack. He's going to attack with his Infernal Stake.
And Chris,
Yes.
can they see in magical darkness? Because they're in darkness.
He's got disadvantage on his
Okay.
attack in the darkness. He's just trying to swing at something.
Did you say that they were attacking with infernal stink?
No, stake. Stake and then
Oh, stink. Okay.
good.
There's brimstone and sulfur up in here. Huh?
It's terrible. Oh, great. We will use our new dice tonight.
Hopefully, it's not a meaty steak.
And that rolls a 7, so it's a miss. That's all we can do. Come on. That brings Sable Red. That is outside of the bubble, so he is going to use his stake and roll 5. Not good. So he missed. Come on. Really? Okay.
Come on, Eileen.
Vampire Orange is inside of the bubble and he's at disadvantage, but he's going to try and claw and bite. And rolls a 13 and a 3, so misses on both.
Okay.
Tolnar.
Well, Tonar's gonna go on the opposite side of red. And after he sees the tiefling, after seeing tiefling swing at the vampiric looking thing there, he assumes he is on the same team for now. So with a flanking with advantage, he's gonna swing with the rapier and trying to go, and he connects it with knight with a 26 to hit. So that's gonna be my d4 plus my d8. So that is 9, 12 plus 4, so 17 points of damage.
Red.
And then he's gonna, with his offhand, trying to swing back with that to get a little extra nick in. And that is with a natural 20. So that's 2d6s. Thank you, the Halloween dice. And that is 4 points of damage additional.
All right. Anything else that you want to do?
Other than, saying to Kingfisher, you should probably entice them with tongues. It seems like it's their thing. And that will be it. Talking about Cat and
Kingfisher will start speaking in tongues.
And just remember, try it as much as you can to do things in first person rather than third person. Give yourself the opportunity of learning to describe what you're doing as yourself, instead of, well, Kingfisher does this, Kingfisher does that, unless you're like, Tolnar and Tolnar speaking in the third person. But getting in the habit of being your character rather than you playing character. Okay.
Entice them with tongues, you say? Very well.
Okay. Red is going to try and attack. Bite and claw, and to roll 2s on both. 16, 14, 13. Lomende, that is you.
Okay, I am going to go and continue attacking Vampire Spawn Purple.
Okay.
Uh, 15 to hit.
Yes, 15 hits.
Ooh, I was like, oh no. With a total of 17 damage.
17 purple.
And I am going to miss completely with my bonus action, so that will end my turn.
Okay. That will bring us to Vampire Spawn Blue. Blue is going to attack Tolnar. Bite and claw. Bite is a 5. Claw was a 16.
Ball hits.
Claw hits. Down to it. Claw is 2d4 plus 3. Who in the world made triangular board?
The answer you're seeking is Pythagoras.
That's 10 points of slashing damage.
Use my reaction, uncanny dodge, take half damage.
Theo and Cat.
Well, ever since Aaron and Frost have been thrown into the bag, the cat's been thoroughly freaking out. And it's kind of obvious, because that bag is
They
just
walked in.
thrashing
They weren't
about.
thrown. They just walked in. It's,
Yeah.
I can't throw a dire wolf
Either
anyway.
way. Either way, the bag is thrashing about as they're trying to get out.
Plenty of room. Plenty of room.
Yes, yes, yes.
What do Theo and Cat?
We're gonna escape from the bag first, and then we're gonna try to
Just
assess
knock
the
and I'll open it.
situation.
I'll open it up for you and you walk out.
We're gonna assess the situation before we jump in, considering that we had just been sleeping this whole time. Yeah, that's pretty much where we're gonna go.
Okay. My understanding is, Kingfisher, that you were actually in the tree up above everybody. Is that correct? Or were you in the ground?
Well, yeah, I was. I landed in the branch, and then I came down and conferred with Relpec, and then then I did the exchange with Aaron and Frost, and then I attacked Vampire Spawn Red.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify because I didn't want Theo and Cat to exit the bag and it be in the tree.
Currently the bag is on my back, but if they signal that they're ready to come out, I simply need to open the bag, and then the portal will open large enough for them to step out onto the ground behind me, and see that we're in combat.
Okay. Okay, so you're out. Thank you. Just wanted to make sure we clarified that. Okay, so Theo and Cat, you're just observing the scene to see what happens next. 12, 11, 10. That will bring Sable Green. Sable Green, with a disadvantage, is going to try and use his his stake. Let's see. Nope. Misses with a 8. So you're not doing very well here. Yep. Okay. 7. Oh, nope, 10, 9. Q.
You. I'm going to continue to pump my little legs as fast as they will go.
Okay.
And I get to here is the tiefling red, one of the original 3 tieflings.
Correct.
I am going to cast a word of command. I'm going to tell him to halt.
Okay.
DC 14 wisdom saving throw, please.
So he's not going to be fighting no more? Okay.
Nope.
Roll the 15.
He looks at me like, what are you saying, little man? And that's the end of my my bit.
Okay.
I am unintimidating and uncommanding.
How about you?
You
is on its way down.
You is just working his way down.
Okay.
And as soon as I find you, I will move him.
He's over by the church, behind the church.
I'll move him in a second. I'm right now fishing for dogs.
There we
I mean, they're in the bowling bag.
go. the dogs. Well, there is one that's still out. So
It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
okay, so that will bring us to Zechariah.
All right. Zechariah will attack the vampire spawn in front of him, purple, with the black ice spear. Oh, wait a minute. Yep. Guess what? Starting the night with a nat 1 on the black ice spear.
Oh no! All right.
The opposite of my nat 20 had to come sooner or later.
Yeah, there it is. Exactly right.
Yeah. All right. So,
Or in the law of averages.
question: were you throwing the knife?
No, the
spear?
spear. No, I'm just
stab.
stab. Yeah, I've got a shield and one hand in the spear, so it's a melee attack.
Okay, so roll a d20, please.
He's fighting like a Spartan without the accuracy.
A 9.
A 9. I think every time that you've used this and you've rolled a 1, you've ever rolled a 9 on it.
Maybe so. I don't know.
You hit it says, oops, you hit an unintended foe in combat. Randomize all combatants within 5 feet and roll a second attack roll. If you beat their armor class, roll damage as if they were your intended target.
Okay. So you're gonna roll a. What do you want to do? A D4? Wait a minute. Ally only, or is there a
All
chance that I could hit?
Unintended foe. It does not say an ally or an enemy. So Loman.
So you want to do 1d6 and do 1 through 3 Loman Day, 4, 5, and 6 the vampire spawn, or
you can do that, or you can use just a coin, heads or tails.
I mean, you could also hit yourself.
It doesn't say.
It says all combatants.
This is an unintended foe in combat. Doesn't say anything about yourself.
Well, he is his greatest enemy.
But it does say re-roll for all combatants. It never says specify just enemies or allies.
I'm putting my foot down on this. It says foe, not not yourself. So we're going with it's the only other people are the 2 people that he's.
So
Okay.
I don't have a coin. You can flip a coin, or like I said, we could do.
I was going
what
off
a
past
D6.
rollings.
Loman Day is heads, and the vampire spawn is tails.
Okay. Here, save your roll or save your answer until I make my attack roll.
Okay.
Just to be a little bit more dramatic. A 22 to hit.
It's heads. So it's Loman Day.
That most definitely hits.
Oh
God.
Well, let's see.
Here comes some big
No,
damage.
it's not
Loman Day.
damage. It's not damage. You have to re-roll. You have to roll a second attack roll. If it's higher than their AC damage, then they were your intended target. And
That's what he did, though.
Randomize all combatants within 5 feet and roll a second attack roll.
Yeah,
Yes,
he rolled it before
hit.
you announced who he was hitting.
That was the second attack roll.
Yeah. And so Loman Day has been black ice speared, and
If it does anything more than 25, I actually will die.
and you become an undead servant
If you
of the
come
Alphaball.
back as my undead servant.
Absolutely not.
Wow.
Technically, you're
this is
unconscious.
why-
You have to roll death saving throws.
Yeah, but we haven't gotten to that point. He's just hit you. You have to have to roll for damage. Have you done that, John?
I have.
Okay.
So, well, unfortunately, 8 piercing and 18 necrotic.
Oh,
So,
That is unfortunate.
26 damage.
That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
You do have uncanny dodge, do you not?
I do.
That's your reaction.
Yay!
So you take half
Okay.
damage.
Half damage 26 would be
13.
Goodness gracious.
Good thing you have other rogue players.
I completely forgot about uncanny. I saw you do it, and I just forgot I had an option. I was like, oh, what do I do now?
You pray to help from the cleric.
Yeah, but by the time he gets over there, it's gonna be like 5 rounds because the snow and the mush and.
so
The fact that he's 3 feet tall.
Lomende has been hit with
Almost dies.
spear.
Did
Takes
you die?
uncanny dodge to get out of the way, but still gets cut in the process.
I'm just gonna turn and look at him and go, what was that for?
And he kind of like, you know, with a kind of a sheepish look, you know, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I slipped.
He
But
knows
he
your
does-
secrets,
but he does follow
Lomende.
up.
He knows your secrets.
I don't know. I think that spear is cursed.
Something's going on. So he does have a second attack.
Stand
So-
the other way.
Backtrack, shall we?
Technically,
So
Lomende, you have dodged out of the way, so you're not in the line of fire this
Ah,
time.
there you go.
I'm just gonna scoot back.
Good. All right.
Oh, so
17
now
17 to hit.
17 does hit
The intended target, which is the vampire spawn.
first one. Yes, it does hit.
That's weird. Now it's just doing one roll. So 12 and 18 is 30. So 30 points of damage to the vampire spawn purple.
Okay. And vampire purple is
oh, so not only does he almost kill me, he takes the guy I've been fighting for 2 turns.
well, you know.
I'm being silly.
Welcome to D&D. Where friendly fire is on.
And you take it and
Oh,
bring
yeah,
it down
that'll
to one
be on
hit
a shirt.
point.
Yeah, that'll be on a t-shirt. That should be on an Iron Realm t-shirt.
What is that? What's that?
Welcome to D&D. Where friendly fire is on.
Yeah.
Someone write that down
Ogled.
and send it
Ogled.
to so we can get it
Yeah.
on a shirt.
Oh yeah, 1000%.
Okay, Zechariah, what is your undead direwolf?
Oh, that's what I was doing. I was looking up. I believe he's
Besides scaring the crap out of
13.
tieflings.
He's actually up behind the church.
I got you. No. I was trying to remember his movement. Hold on, I'm pulling it up. Direwolf has, I'm gonna guess, oh cool, 50. So his dash is 100. So he should easily be able to get back up with, yeah, definitely. So staying up here with Relpek, shadowing Relpek and protecting Relpek.
So all of a sudden, feels this wind fly by him as he's trotting along, and here goes the dead direwolf next to him, underneath the tree. Okay. So, direwolf. So 8, 7. Nope. Got vampire spawn. Green is going to try and take a bite out of vampire green or sable green, and ooh, 14 and a 6. Misses on both. Ouch. Okay. Okay. That completes yet another round in our epic battle here. That will bring us to Kingfisher Blue.
Oh, goodness, I got to the mute button just in time to mute a voracious sneeze. All right. I will continue in my combat. Allergies. I apologize. I must be allergic to feathers. Which would be unfortunate. All right, watching the chaos and mayhem around me, I become concerned. And then I resume my attack on Vampire Spawn Red. No, I'm not ready to do a survey, Microsoft. Go away. All right. Talon attack. Here it comes. Oh, 15. And 11 points of damage to Vampire Spawn Red.
15. Sorry.
Yeah, 11
11
points of damage. Yeah.
Okay.
And now, for something we hope you really like, I'm going to attack this one's special. Oh, 27 to hit. And allow me to, in my own particular idiom,
Bless you.
Get to it. Okay. This Talon deals additional 1d8 slashing damage. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. 1d8, and then additional 2d6 psychic damage as the target glimpses a memory of my pain. Yes. So, yeah, that hit. So 1d8 plus 2d6. That's 5. Okay. So me. Ooh. At plus 5, 13 points of damage with which 2 of which are psychic. So total of 13 points of damage to Vampire Spawn Red, making it 24 overall for my attack.
Okay. Well done.
And now she sees the pain of my hatching. Total darkness, fear, claustrophobia, and unsure if I will be able to break out of the shell. She feels the panic and anxiety and fear of not being able to escape this prison which I was forced and wish to escape.
Excellent. Okay. That brings us to Sable Purple. Sable Purple is going to attempt to escape the bubble. Lominde, does he have to roll anything to leave the bubble?
Give me 1 second. Let me look.
I don't think so. because it's just a cloud of darkness they can't see through. They should be
Yeah.
able to go in and out.
Yeah, if he just steps out, then he steps out of it.
I'm looking on the wrong sheet. 30 feet. Okay. Ah, 3 points. So he is going to move. 10, 20, 30. So Q, as you're standing there, Sable Dawn Purple comes stumbling out of the bubble directly into your path, and then he stumbles on past you up towards the tree behind you. I don't know if that's necessarily an attack of opportunity, since he was not in your path. You weren't engaged in combat with him, so he would not have a.
It would be an optional being opportunity. And since I don't necessarily want to attack him, however, I would like to try to trip him.
Okay, go ahead and try.
I'll just roll a d20. You tell me if it does any good.
I mean, you can do a unarmed
grapple.
strike and just do a trip
Well,
and do no damage, and just see if you hit his AC. If
Yeah, well,
Chris wants to
I'm-
roll it that way.
we'll give it a shot. I'm just going to try and trip him. I'm aiming for the shins. And miss.
Miss completely. Okay.
He doesn't even notice that I tried.
Okay.
Oh,
9.
shins were a little high, but
Yeah, his kneecap is close to your midsection. So, but okay, that was worth a try at least. Okay, Red is going to try and attack. Tiefling or Sable Dawn Red is going to attack Vampire Spawn Red, and rolls a 3. Boy, they suck at this, don't they?
He does have advantage, Chris.
It regardless is like a 2, so he didn't do very well at all. That 19, 18 is Vampire Orange to Tiefling, Bite and Claw. Come on. 11 and a 5. Miss on both. Okay. That brings us to Talnar.
Okay. Let's see what damage can be done this round. Well, that's an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 6, 10, 14, 18, 22 points of damage to Red.
22.
Yes. And
That destroys Red.
out of a shock, he's gonna use his short sword to attack Blue, which, let me double check the Vex property if it has to be against the same enemy. Vex hit the creature with a short sword damage. Okay, so it'd be just a regular attack.
Okay.
Actually, Chris, could I just move over to here before I do my second attack?
If you do, it's still an attack of opportunity because you've Well,
I'm still within range.
you're not disengaging with him or trying to disengage. You're
Yeah.
still with him, so no, it's not an attack.
I'm still within their attack range.
You can still attack.
So with that,
It's only if you move away from them that I would require you to.
okay, I'd be very worried for the next person after me because that's my second nat 20.
You're gonna have to start taking pictures of that.
I mean, I can. I haven't re-rolled that one.
Or as DM, I have to start cursing your dice again.
I mean, technically, I mean, that's already happened because Preacher rolled in that one. So,
That's on Preacher. That's not on you, man.
hey, that sounds like rude.
It was almost on me.
And that's going to be 4 points of damage
4 points
to
of
blue.
Blue. Blue is the blue and orange are the only ones that are still
Healthy.
healthy. Everybody else is wounded. No, I mean there's only one other one. Green is at 22 at this point. So
Yeah, by healthy, I mean not much damage taken. I mean, and that's my turn.
so that was 13. 18. So we go to Lomende.
Now coming to the stage, Lovende.
Okay. Would it be okay if I assume that orange or green haven't moved? Would I be able to guess that orange and green haven't really moved a whole lot since they were inside the circle?
You could assume that, but
Is there
unless you
a
go
check?
blindly into the circle, you're not going to know really one way or the other.
Yeah, you won't with that unless you have a feat or something that can grant you to see in magical darkness. It's just gonna be black.
You'll just be stumbling around like everybody else.
Okay, well, I am going to try again what I tried originally, is to draw them out by whistling, by rolling a performance check, if that's all right.
What'd you get?
A 12.
Well, and you're trying to draw them out of the bubble. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm trying to get them to come closer to me.
Okay. On a 12, they can hear you from outside the bubble, but they're flailing around so much that they're really not able to get their bearings enough to move in your direction. I think all three of them are kind of in a panic at this point.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm just going to take my movement action 30 feet over here and end my turn.
You could drop the spell too.
If you chose to. And that is your spell.
Yeah, okay. It's not doing anybody any good at this point. I mean, indecisive.
It has helped from them attacking you.
Yeah, they're not attacking anybody but whatever is in there because they can't see what's outside or inside the bubble. So you do you whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to take my movement over here to place myself within range of blue for... Oh wait, I have a bonus action. What am I doing? It doesn't matter. My dice really don't want me to hit today.
Remember, you have the opportunity with D&D Beyond. Yeah, D&D Beyond.
This is my second. I changed it in between last round, and I'm still getting.
That's why I like physical dice.
Yeah, maybe it's time to break out the math rocks. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're trying. All right. Let's see. What is Spawn Blue going to do? Let's see. Oh, right into the bag. Seriously.
Let's say I don't want to go home.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Right into the bag, you say? Well, go ahead.
All right, Tolnar, Blue is coming after you. Bite and claw. Rolled a 4 and 17.
17 does hit.
17 is claw. Claw is
He's blue. Abadi abada.
You hit him with the Eiffel Tower for 65 points of damage.
That'd be 6 points of slashing damage.
Uncanny dodge from our reaction. Take half.
For once, I'd like to see a canny dodge. I'd like to know what that looks like.
That's when the enemy goes into my weapon.
I see.
No, that's
And it
what
says
I think-
E2 Brutes.
That's what Zechariah had last week when he kept getting the spear stuck in it and couldn't get it out of the vampire spawn. Okay, Theo and Kat, it's your turn.
That sounds like a skill issue.
What you got, Theo and Kat? You're muted. There you go.
Thanks for that. I think I'm gonna see if I can join Kingfisher and the gang a little farther down there.
Who you gonna hit? You gonna hit? Well, are you using a ranged weapon? You won't be able to
No.
hit from where you're.
Well, I mean, if it suffices with the party, I would like to hit Blue.
I don't think
Party's not gonna say
Jack.
no.
nobody's gonna have Jack.
But are you gonna actually hit them?
Well, we're gonna find out.
Just saying.
I don't think a 7 hits, does it?
It does not. No, it does not.
Or are you aiming for the air? That's the...
Then yes, it does hit the air.
I'm sorry, we're still sleepy. Don't judge us.
If it was a
I told you to
cup,
make some tea. I told you to make some tea before you came out, so that's on you.
It wasn't
If it was-
supposed to be chamomile.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And if it was a glass on the edge of the counter, it would have been hit, no problem.
6 years running, grain soak ale reigns supreme in the kingdom of Ithaca. Crafted by the Grain Soak brothers in small batches, originally served only in the Dusty Kettle Tavern in Ballistavia, now served across the realms. A wine is just a wine, but an ale is a brew. Grain Soak Ale, now served across Ithacoth and Asterag, not sold in Aftermath. Drink responsibly, not suitable for halflings, gnomes, or fairies. Alright, so green is going to try an attack. And roll the 14. Doggone it. One below where it needs to hit. Really are doing a disservice here. 10, 9 would be Q.
Being torn between healing my party member and chasing down the offender, I'm going to chase down the offender.
Okay.
And try to grapple.
Try and trip him again.
No, this is I'm a leaping attack. I'm going to jump on his back and attempt to beat him soundly about the head and shoulders.
Okay.
He needs to roll a strength or dexterity check against mine.
Strength is a 14, dex is an 18.
Well, let's see what I roll. I get a... Come on, little guy! Nope, I slide right off.
You should have healed the party member.
The Sable Dawn member kind of feels you grab onto him, but you immediately slide off, and he just kind of looks down at you like, "What were you doing?"
And in my upset and anger, I'm going to cast the cantrip Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Dexterity 14 saving throw. I said naughty words and accidentally cast a spell.
Okay, and he rolled a 4. So is he now on fire?
He has been scorched for 8 points.
Oh. Okay. Wow. Ouch. So everyone.
And that is the end of my tomfoolery.
Okay. And how about you?
You is still just trying to catch up. He's got little legs, but he's screaming as menacingly as a sheep can scream. So he sounds sort of like an English ambulance.
At least when he gets scared, he doesn't like faint.
That would be a goat.
Yes, exactly. But it still would be funny.
And he gets to hear.
All right. That would bring us to Zechariah.
So Zechariah moves quickly to Lomondé, comes up behind her or whatnot, gets her attention in a gentle way, unless she's already looking at him. And he says, please let me try and correct this wrong. And so he lays his hands on her and says, by the light of the Alpha Bog, I mend what my hand has marred. Let no shadow linger, let no wound remain, for his strength is greater than my failing. And I'll cast, or Zechariah will cast, second level Cure Wounds. And here comes the healing. $20.
Oh.
Lomondé, how do you feel? Where are you sitting at? Can I tell?
I can go. I mean, that's way more than I needed. I am.
Okay, so seeing that he's done Zechariah, the tactician or that he is, former soldier and now champion, holy warrior of the Alpha Bog, he would look around and try and assess what exactly is going on here. So Zechariah is going to look and he wants to understand, and this is what he's going to ask himself. Are there three distinct groups here? So DM, he's trying to assess. So are there the original tieflings that we were pursuing? There's the vampire spawn, but then the Sable Dawn tieflings that have shown up. Is there any way that he can assess that these are three distinct groups, or is it just tieflings, vampire spawns? You see what I'm getting at, or what he's getting at?
Yeah.
Are there three distinct groups here, or are there two distinct groups?
Roll an investigation check.
Okay. Sure.
Perception check.
I'd go perception. That's cool. Perception says... did you see a roll on your end?
I didn't see anything.
Yeah, 9. So, I mean, there's been a lot going on. He's been very distracted. He's obviously been in combat. Yeah. He's hurt Lumen Day by accident. So,
yeah, it's you can tell that something is going on, but what exactly it is has not made itself known.
Well, again, but specifically, so, right, my initial thought was, are there three distinct groups or two distinct groups? He would believe there's these tieflings and there's these vampire spawns, and obviously us. But
at this point, that's pretty much how
that's cool. No, that's
understanding it.
Right. Because I'm trying to not what they call metagaming.
Yeah.
Keep in mind. Right. Okay. Cool. Then he's done his part. He's moved his movement action, no bonus action. That's it.
And Direwolf is staying put.
Oh, shadowing Relpec, and the mission is protect Relpec against any threats. Okay. That would directly affect attack Relpec.
Sure. Okay.
So obviously, there's threats all around, but
Green is going to try and attack. Green spawn is going to try and attack Green Sable. Bite and oh no, 18 and an 11. Okay, so a bite. The vampire leans in and bites into the into a Sable Dawn Green. Okay. So we need 1d6 plus 3, and that would be 7 points of piercing damage. That's 7 points of piercing damage, and the 4 points of necrotic damage. So that was 4 and vampire green. Oh, come on. So, green stumbles in the dark and is attacked by the vampire spawn green, who takes 4 points of necrotic damage from Sable Dawn Green, and he is hurt. And then we move on. Okay. Kingfisher Blue, it is your turn.
All right. Back to the top of the talons. I go in order. It's a left, right, left. Well, no, right, left, right, left. But since I'm out of key points and there's not a long rest in sight, although seeing Theo and Kat and on the bed that I've posted in Discord, the Kingfish. I'm longing for that long rest, and full rest, that several days rest, like Bilbo Baggins in Rivendell. No, Frodo, yeah. Anyway, but no, we ought to deal with these witches first. Vampire Spawn Blue is in my purview. All right, and is that Sable Dawn pole dancing next to me there? Is that one of the tieflings?
Let's see. There is a Tiefling Red, or Sable
Right.
Red is below you, and Vampire
Okay.
Spawn Blue is
All
next.
right. I will give an expression to Sable Dawn right before I attack. I will just look at him and I liked what Zechariah did. As a bonus action, I would like to size up this team, because the tiefling I'm used to dealing with is rather peaceful most of the time, and honest, and a bit wishy-washy. But I wanted to just to size up this particular tiefling. Do an insight check on this fool and see what I can determine. There's a 26 on insight.
From your perspective,
Yes.
Tiefling Red has a quiet determination. There's no fright upon his face or in his demeanor. His body language is all business. The initial running from the building with the vampire spawn behind him, there's a reason behind it, and that aura you can sense from him. It's very strong. He's not by any means wavering from the fight. He's not trying to run away. He is continuing to fight and keep this monster from not only biting him but from clawing him. And unfortunately, he has been attacked, and he has taken some damage. But he didn't take damage from the vampire spawn. He took damage from the lightning that Aaron sent down this way. But that was only because he was in the way with the vampire spawn at the same time. So, but it is very apparent that he is determined in his actions.
I look at him, and since it's just, I know we don't have a lot of time, but I'm just going to look at him and go, we fight together for now, but you have questions to answer later. And then I just slap the vampire spawn with my talon across the face. Okay. While looking at the tiefling and just going, you answer questions later, sir, or madam. I don't want to assume your gender. All right, then I'll attack.
Well played.
And that is a 16 to hit.
16 just hits.
And that does 6 points of damage across Blue's face, or whatever, the vampire spawn's face. And then with my other talon, as I'm looking at the tiefling, I slap the vampire spawn across the face, And then with my other talent, I go, and I'm looking at the tiefling, all trying to look intimidating and uh, accusing, like I'm on your side right now, but you're gonna have questions later. And as I swipe with my left talon, it goes over the head of the vampire spawn. I blame the tiefling for me missing, and that ends my turn.
That actually brings us to let's see, to Tiefling Purple. Tiefling Purple actually, well, he is. He's actually going to turn because he looks over and he sees two of the Sable Dawn members that are standing next to the building looking at him. He sees them and he stops in his tracks and then immediately turns to the south and runs 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 back into the fray and will try and attack Blue. And he's going to try and use his infernal stake and hits with a 17. 8 plus 1d8 plus 4. That is 10 points of piercing damage. And okay, so that's 10 there. And then two d6 radiant damage. And that is another 10 points of radiant damage to Vampire Spawn Blue. That brings us to Tiefling Red, who is going to try and attack Blue as well. And also rolls a 17. So, D8 plus 4. That was 5, that's 9 points of damage. 39. And then 2d6. 7 points of radiant damage. Okay.
Dungeon Master, where's the role play?
Sir?
You're having combat between the Sable Dawn and the Vampire Spawn, but you're not role playing them. You're just speaking in third person about the attack damage and then 7 points. No, we want full.
My apologies.
Full
I'm just trying to get all of the all of this.
We want full role play. So let us theater of the mind what is happening between the Sable Dawn, these stern tieflings who are fighting against the undead, and they are so devout in their hatred of the undead, they did not even want an ally of undead direwolf to be with them. So now, with this,
I was trying to get to it. But
we want the you demand it. We demand it, sir. Full role play. Sable Dawn versus Vampire Spawn. Ding ding, get it on. Let's go.
So both of the tieflings have gone into this full combat. Finally, having the nerve to really try and fight off Vampire Spawn Blue, both dealing damage of a nature that is making this Vampire Spawn very, very uncomfortable. wounding it quite a bit with both, with its infernal state.
What are they saying? What are they, die, you undead evil scumbag. We want.
See, not
theater, we
as
want
easy as
drama.
you want us to do it, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
Let's go, Dungeon Master.
I haven't even.
You're the theater.
All I did was roll the dice. I haven't gotten a chance to really say anything. You
Well,
gotta
do it. Let's go.
But neither of the vampire or the Sable Dawn are actually talking. They're grunting more than anything else because they're determined to fight this thing. They're not even
Well,
looking.
then show us the grunts, grunt.
No. That brings us to Vampire Orange, who is going to go after the Tiefling. White. Neither of which hit.
That's the vampire's bolt.
That brings us to Tolma.
Okay. Uh, 19 to hit. Fif- 28 points of damage. With my rapier to blue.
That's a lot of damage.
And I missed with the second attack. And that's it.
That brings us back to blue. No, excuse me. That brings us to Loman.
Okay, I am going to drop the spell and then. Okay, I can move in. And then move in and try to attack Vampire Spawn Green. Uh, 22 to hit. Remember what physical dice I have to grab. 9 regular damage, and let me roll my sneak attack. And 17 sneak attack.
17 points?
No.
17
Sorry.
Yeah, 17.
No. I hit it with 9 regular damage, and I just did my math wrong. It's 15 sneak attack. So 9 plus 15. I rolled a 22 to hit.
24 points of damage. Oh, you said 9 plus
15.
15, yeah, 24.
And I'm going to attempt with a bonus action. 23 to hit. Where's my D4? And 8 damage.
8 damage. Wow. That did a whole lot of damage very, very quickly. Now it. Are you finished with your turn?
Yeah, there's nothing more I can do.
That will bring us to the first one, blue. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Galnar. Blue is going after you.
Shocker.
Misses on both. You're so lovable. He just wants to go.
Apparently, I like to be, bit and clawed.
Yep. Okay. Theo and Cat.
No kink shaming in Iron Realm.
That wasn't shaming.
It wasn't shaming. Alright, I'm gonna try and hit purple again. Let's see if something happens.
Purple?
You're gonna hit the tiefling.
Yes.
Okay.
A 22 to hit.
You do hit.
And no objection here. It's hilarious. I think.
So not the vampire spawn. Okay.
That'd be 12 points of slashing damage.
Sable, the Sabled on purple just kind of looks at you as he's like in the process of stabbing the vampire. He just kind of gives you the scowl and then goes back to attacking the.
Our objective was to save at least one of you for questioning. So far, Red's in the lottery winning. So sorry.
Sorry, I'm confused.
He's still asleep.
Yes. Both of us look like we have terrible bedhead, like the worst bedhead you can imagine. Like, we're both totally out of it.
Sable Dawn Green is going after Orange. Rolls a 10, misses. 2. That brings us to Q.
I am going to. I don't know what I'm going to do. The sheep is going to come barreling in to there. I am going to look at purple and as commanding as possible, tell him to freeze.
Okay.
The DC 14 wisdom check.
Oh, rolled a 7.
He is immobile.
Okay. Purple. Okay.
That's it. That's all I got.
And you has already moved as well. 62. Yeah.
So, I'm seeing more of this combat unfold. Zechariah's seeing more of this combat unfold. Would it be safe to say at this point, with another round going by, that Zechariah would assess that the tieflings are somewhat not allies, but they're not attacking us. They are attacking the vampire spawn.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Not attacking you at all. They're simply attacking.
Okay. Well, I want to make sure that Zechariah would easily recognize that.
Yes.
So Zechariah will come down and attack vampire spawn green.
Okay.
14.
14 does not hit.
Okay. Second attack. 26 to hit.
That definitely hits.
28 damage to green.
28 to green.
28 to green.
Okay.
That ends my turn, and then again the undead direwolf is going to keep what? Yep. And that's it.
Alright. And that brings up green, vampire green. Come on. 3. Loman Day, Light and Claw. Roll the 3 and 13. So missed on both. All right, top of the order, Kingfisher Blue.
Blue-skidoo, we can too. All right, all right, it's time for the bottom talons to show their talents. And Vampire Spawn Blue is in front of me, and I look at her, and then I say that I already said the things to Sable Dawn in the purple gown. The things I said. So I attack with my bottom right talon to the face. That is a dirty 20 to hit. And that does 8 points of damage. And then
The blue, correct?
yes, yeah. And I'm leaving purple alone, even though Theo accidentally hit purple. Let's try to explain it. She's tired. I'm sorry. I'll give you a healing potion when we're done with combat, okay? And I try to placate purple, and then I attack Vampire Spawn Blue with my Kintsugi talon, which is a 26 to hit.
Definitely.
That does 1d8 plus 5. Okay, d8. That's 8 points of damage, and then 2d6 psychic. 6. So 8 plus 6. I'm gonna say just due to alchemy and wizardry, 14. but 14 points of damage, 8 of which, as I look at Vampire Spawn Blue, and I convey, they see deep into my psyche, my mind, and they see me at Phoenix Grip Apothecaries late on a Tuesday, going through the accounting for the day's take, and trying to do the math and figure out how much profit we made for the day, when all I wanted to do was go back inside the bag and sleep in that beautiful patchwork quilt 4-poster bed with my books and the tea on the tea kettle and with being at work with math and just that pain, that level of pain, I inject into this vampire spawn, and hopefully that pain kills it. But we'll see.
It does. It basically just bursts into flame, and ash and is gone in an instant.
They died in agony of late night work responsibilities.
The slight smell of wood smoke and toasted marshmallows wafts on the breeze as it disappears. Anything else you want to do?
And then I look at Purple and like, watch yourself. And that ends my turn.
That brings up Purple. Purple being slightly intimidated by everybody. actually starts to move, but is engaged with with Theo and Cat. So Theo and Cat have an attack of opportunity.
No, they're not getting engaged without her parents' permission.
What parents?
Anyway,
More pain.
13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
Well,
You manage
Shoot.
to get out of your grasp. Come on. 20. Oop. 20. 25. 30. And can't quite get to where he needs to go. That brings a grunt as he does so, and he's like, "Damn, can't get to the spawn. He's too tired." Red. Kingfisher Blue, you didn't attack Red, did you? At any point in time?
Did not. I gave him an accusatory look. I gave him an inspirational speech saying that we were on the same side for now, but he would be answering questions later. And then I made it clear that I was not targeting him, that I was targeting the vampire spawn, which we're both fighting against at the moment. So no, I gave him no valid reason to attack me.
Okay. So as he runs away into the fray of the other two vampire spawn, and his counterpart in sable purple, he leans over his shoulder with his head and says, "We're initiates," and he continues running in the direction of the fight.
Then what's your Delta Tau Chi pledge name?
It's not Flounder. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. So he moves and then is going to try and attack Green with his. Oh, not 20. To hit. Yeah. Go. That is 1d4. There you go. There you go. So that's 10 points of damage. Green. That is 2. Okay, so. Alright. Tolna. Your turn.
My turn.
Your
Let's see. The only thing I'm really able to do is move. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move to right here. And that'll be it.
Okay. You're running across the field.
Well, more like jogging, you know. Only just did my movement. I'm not going to put myself in danger if I don't need to.
That's going to bring up Monday.
Almost carrying the little life preserver running across the beach.
Okay. What I'm feeling pretty boxed in where I'm at, so I'm going to take a quick movement and loop around to the other side of green. And then try to attack with Psychic Blades. I can take a picture and send it if you don't believe me, but I just rolled a nat 20.
That's fine.
See, this way you should roll with regular dice. I'm just saying.
I don't know, that one day where I had really, really good dice rolls, it was all on beyond 20. And quick point of order before I roll for damage. That does apply to sneak attack damage too, right?
I'm sorry, say again.
A critical roll also applies to sneak attack, so do I... Okay.
Yeah, you double your, and again,
Critical
you're
damage,
doubling your dice, not your bonus.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So 14 regular damage, or psychic damage, and I'm going to roll sneak attack really quick. This is what I get for being bad at mental math.
Welcome to the club.
Unfortunately, I got drilled when I was a kid, so.
So did I, and I don't... calculator dependence. And an absolutely ridiculous amount of 30 sneak attack damage.
There you go. There you go. Rogues are OP.
And
No, we're not.
This is all the orange. I don't know if I specified this. My bad.
Rogues are OP.
33 points of damage to Vampire Spawn Orange.
30 plus 14, so 44.
4.
See my previous statement.
I haven't even done my bonus attack yet.
Go ahead and do your bonus attack.
23 to hit.
Yeah.
I have to keep opening my sheet because I don't remember what numbers are on everything. Okay, that wasn't a number. 7 damage to orange again.
Well done. Well done. That brings up Theo and Cat.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see.
Cat and Theo. Theo and Cat.
Like a TV show.
Oh, yeah, it could be. I run over to green.
Theo
Oh,
and
this
Cat
hits.
run in front of purple. Cut him off.
12 to hit.
That does not hit.
Alright, then I'll move out the way. Continue.
15 or higher.
Dang. Oh well.
At least you're in the fray now. Alright. That brings us to... no, that brings us to green. Green is going to try orange.
It's not easy being green.
No, it isn't. 13, he missed.
And as long as it's not a knot, Leo and Catton, it's be perfectly fine. Because, afraid not's never a good thing.
Alright, Q?
I am going to circle around the sheep, come up, and try to use Sacred Flame on purple.
Why don't you come run outside, run outside, run outside.
DC 14 Dex check.
Rolled a 1. So definitely failed.
11 points.
11 points to purple.
Purple.
Purple tiefling.
Yes.
And yes, because it's purple.
He's not living through this.
Okay. 11, 5, 6, 56. He's like, why do you keep...
He's trying to inspire Red to answer our questions later more truthfully.
All right. How about you? What is you doing?
You is Yu's just going to try to barrel through and over purple.
Oh my. Okay. So ram him.
Yes. Yu's going to ram him.
you.
He needs
As
to
Matt
roll
would say.
an athletics check to see if he can jump.
Well, since I don't know what the athletics check on a sheep would be, I'm just going to roll a 20.
Okay.
Buttonletics.
And he bounced off.
Boing.
He's soft and fluffy. I mean, what do you expect?
Okay. I have stats for him. And I'll be happy to send these to you so you have them for later.
Please do.
His strength is 12 plus 1. Dex is 10 plus 0. Con is 11 plus 0. I'm sorry. Intelligence is a 2 minus 4. Wisdom is a 10 plus 0. Charisma is a 5 minus 3.
Oh, come on, they're adorable. Charisma should be higher than that.
Nah.
I mean, just look at all the men in Scotland who find them irresistible.
His armor class is 10 and his speed is 30. So now
but the smell might have decreased the cuteness, so.
You can get around it.
Come on. You need stats. He really does need stats. So.
You might need to shear some things off.
Being Scottish, don't necessarily
Same.
appreciate that.
I agree. It's not all of us. No, it's the certain ones who are lonely in the Highlands and everything else.
There's in the new monster manual, under some of the animals, some of the ones that are known for actually doing like a ram or a headbutt, I put the ability or the action in there. So I don't know if you want to use that for a sheep or for you, but that's an actual game stat, like under the goat. That's an action that a goat has. But anyway, just a side note.
He has special traits of sure-footed. He has advantage on strength and dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
And when things try and knock him prone, he also has actions of hoof and bite. So he's definitely got his own stats.
Cool.
Stats. How about that? Okay, you. This time around, he bounced off of him, but that's okay. At least he was trying. Let's see. That brings us to Zechariah.
All right, Zechariah will continue to work on green, vampire spawn green. 11 to hit on the first stab of his spear misses. Oh, and a little bit less on the next one. So 10, and Zechariah is done.
You have a bonus action?
Yeah, but nothing that's going to apply to this. Or nothing that I want to do this round.
Okay, so
Turn.
I will.
Same thing. Continue to protect Rail Pack. Only anyone that's attacking Rail Pack.
Okay. So green has 2, 3, 4 people attacking it. These. Whoa. Oh. That in the middle of the night, why don't you? Okay, so Zechariah, the vampire is going to try and bite you and claw you, and missed on both. That ends the round, and that is where we are going to leave off tonight and finish next week in the next exciting episode of Whispers of the Garnet Moon. Thank you everybody for being here tonight, all of our players. We do wish Lisa get well soon. Players, thank you for being here, and another enjoyable fight this evening. We will find out what exactly is Sable Dawn and these initiates and what they are doing on our next.
Find out what one of them is up to. That's what
One of us is up to. We will find out what they're doing next week on the next exciting episode, number 59. Until then, everybody have a fantastic week. Please tell all your friends, neighbors, enemies, uncles, aunts, dad, mom, brother, sister, teacher, the garbage man, whoever, tell them about us. Come and visit with us around the sacred table. Until then, let's roll.
In the heart of the Iron Realm, brave and bold, Zechariah stands with courage untold. With the Alpha boat by his side, he strides, wielding righteous fury where honor abides. Hear the rallying cry, Zechariah, the paladin, fearless and true. For every foe fallen, the light will break through. In the name of the Alpha, we stand side by side. In the Iron Realm's honor, we fight and abide. Through shadows and storms, he fights for the weak. A beacon of justice, its glory we seek. With armor of courage and heart made of fire, defender of realms, he'll never tire. Al-Fazar, together we rise. Zechariah of the fork, you pass the weak, vigilant soul. For every foe, fall in the light will break through, will rise. In the name of the Alpha, we stand side by side. In the Iron Realms, honor we fight and abide. Alpha, the directly saw the answer. If we all that wide and that's a bone, Ben knows that's all.